guys, welcome to another review. Let me know what you guys think about the changes to the background, if they're annoying or distracting. I thought I'd try to improve the quality of the review and the background and everything. So let me know if I did a good job or if it's shit and I need to try again. I'm trying my best because I don't really know what I'm doing a lot of the time. So Vivi's TMR is basically just, well, it's not really a better version of Waltz 3's TMR, because his is 25% to those elements flat. You don't have to equip anything, but 50% magic when equipped with red is okay. Not really. It's not really groundbreaking, really. It's nice to have, but it's not really that great. The STMR is also just okay. Nothing groundbreaking here. Increases some modifiers and some abilities, but I don't think there'll be anything interesting. I think they're only for magic. And as we know, at this point, magic in the game is just not as good as ability magic, so keep that in mind if you're trying to go for this. Of course, I will be. Hopefully I can get 4 of all of them, but if I can at least get 4 of Zidane, that's fine by me. Don't concern yourself too much with the requirement cooldown ability, because it's just a one hit, so it's really not that great. Even though it's a ignore spirit and it's a huge modifier, it's only a finishing move, so not that great. But it does have 3 elements to choose from, unlike the one of the previous mages who's only locked to fire. This one can do 3, and it's a little more interesting than usual because he increases his modifiers to something we'll be getting to in a minute. He does have support capabilities, but the main thing you're going to be wanting to do is, I personally think you just need to stick to his chaos wave chaining and not do the gimmick of this character. There's sometimes when you do lore-based things and they work out in the game, but then there's sometimes that they don't work out, and I think this is the one time it's not really going to work out. You really don't want your chainer to turn into a finisher, because how else are they gonna? The only way you can ever pull this off. Okay, let's talk about that in a minute, because you guys don't know what I'm talking about yet. 6 turns though is mighty impressive for quad casting. That's actually really impressive. So props to that. And here's where you would get this is the 110 cooldown is where you would want to use before the gimmick of this character. So right here is the gimmick of the character. These mods get buffed to this ability. So it's Doomsday. If you ever played Final Fantasy 9, it's Doomsday. And what happens when you use Doomsday? It hits everybody. So what you want to use is this cooldown in order to so you don't get fricked up and you die, because the modifier is extremely high, because it ignores 50% spirit. So yeah, it's like it's pretty. It's strong. There are ways to benefit from this. If you have Regis, you can use his ability to give everybody chaining, and you can chain and then cap this on it. I'm just trying to think of avenues to make this useful. The Zone Burst is pretty much essential. You need to upgrade it to get all the debuffs you can, because I don't think he has. He actually does not have any debuffs of his own. So using his Zone Burst is essential here. I'm not counting the Dark Imperil, by the way, as his Imperil, but he seems pretty built. Once again, another mage who has very low HP. He's going to be very fragile. Giving him Spirit is not going to matter. Giving him Defense is not going to matter. He needs HP. So this is another mage who's going to be slightly squishy, just like Angela and CG Terra, sorry, not Trans Terra. He only has 30% MP or HP, and that's in a clear reward. So I mean, pretty squishy, but that's about it. Do I think he's good? Probably. Like if you can set up the right team for him to use Doomsday, and then chain cap it with Fid's like chaining ability, or to give everybody team, or Regis's to give everybody chaining to the team, then it'd probably do a lot of damage. That's for sure. It'd probably do a lot of damage. But other than that, he's just another Chaos Wave chainer with some support capabilities here and there. Again, a nice gimmick. But I really think the most impressive thing, honestly, in the whole kit, in my opinion, only my opinion, this is my opinion, I think that giving him an ability that gives him a quad casting, his Chaos Wave moves for 6 turns is insanely impressive, and I am pretty stoked for that. That's pretty insane. So props to that. Is he UOCable? I mean, there's lots of Chaos Wave chainers that are UOCable right now. If you are not really a fan of this kind of gimmick where you have to modify his magic attack, then go for like Kefka or something, because Kefka is a very good UOCable mage right now. So moving on, Freya, her TMR is garbage, but yeah, it's awful. Her TMR is awful. I mean, I just don't think it's very good. And a spear that's locked to an element, maybe that's good. I don't know. I don't think it's very good though. And also only increases jump damage by 50%. Remember, this is an STMR, guys. That should be like a lot more. And the LB God Chivalry should be a lot more too. Guys, like, I know this is a UOCable unit and STMR Moogles exist, but why would you use an STMR Moogle? And why would you UOC 4 of her? You would at least try to pull for her first. Like, I'm just trying to think of this without my nostalgia glasses, because if I had nostalgia glasses on, I'd be saying something a lot different. But considering the tone of the game right now, this STMR is not that good. Maybe I'm proven wrong, and this is like best in slot for her. It probably is, because her TMR is garbage. It's absolutely laughably bad. It's so hinting at they don't care about UOCable 5 stars all the time. They will make good ones like Regis, but then they'll make bad TMRs like this. Like, it's bad. And the STMR I think is bad too. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. Light Element is not that popular right now, I don't think. So that's what I'm basing him off of, really. So anyways, she gets a casual 10 times modifier, by the way, to some of her abilities, and also 250% attack. It's crazy, and it's available on turn 1. So you probably would want to use that right away. She does not have the W skill, I don't think, so that hurts a little bit, but we'll see. The heal is nice. It's more lore based things. She has heals in the game. A lot of these abilities are lore based, but except for the chaining ones. So I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure the chaining comes first and then the jump. So it's not gonna be like Roberta on Global. When you use the ability, it will chain, and then she goes up into the air for the turn delay. From my research in the Reddit thread, I'm pretty sure that's the conclusion that most people have come to. So it's only going to be a singular cast, guys. It's only going to be a singular cast. It's not going to be dual wield cast, I'm pretty sure. So it's not really that good. But the fact that she has 3 chaining partner like potentials, it's quite nice. It's like kind of like the past and the future. She has several good chaining families. Divine Urination, in case you need someone old. AT, also in case you need someone slightly old. Although there have been some AT chaining units recently. And then Stardust Ray. She has Stardust Ray, so she's almost future-proof, really, and all of them have the same modifiers, so it's really nice. You can just pick and choose which one you want. And also, she has aura ray chaining. You know, it's on a cooldown ability, but the damage is quite insane. 3,500% modifier, or 35 times modifier. Plus the jump damage is the same amount, so it's actually incredibly insane. Do I think this is the best Dragoon now? Yes. But, like I said in the news video, if you guys watched that, Dragoons are not very in a good place, because I know there's only 2 bosses that have done it so far, but there are 2 bosses that basically make Dragoons useless. So, and like, how are you gonna fit them into your team regardless? You don't, most times you don't have space for a Dragoon. That's the main problem with Dragoons in this game specifically. I love Dragoons in general, but I just feel in this game there's not a lot of potential for it unless you're going for like a one-shot, like a one-shotting a boss or something, like with Sid. So, I don't know. Maybe if she had more support capabilities, it'd be easier for her to put her into a team. She does have a lot of jump damage with her, the clear reward. She does have quite a bit of jump damage now. That'll be fill gauge is nice, I guess. We'll see what her limit burst is. You will want to use that limit burst. Increases her mods by quite a bit. The problem that I see is that she does not have a W skill move. Just like, pretty sure Sid doesn't either. So, she's gonna be a little on the slow side. And she's also TDH, not dual wield. So, yeah, this is a little rough. She might be the strongest Dragoon, but there are some huge downsides. So maybe if you can just build her as a dual wield unit, maybe, because what's the point of her being a TDH unit but not having any kind of W skill? Like, what if you want to do the heal, but you also want to do the jump afterwards or something, right? They could have just made a W skill where you have to use the heal first and then the jump, because that wouldn't make any sense for you to do the jump and then the heal, right? It's simple stuff. Like, it wouldn't be that hard, for sure. So what do I think of her? She's strong, strongest Dragoon, but with heavy downsides. A little too slow, I think. Well, maybe I'm wrong. A little too slow, I think, though. She has a lot of modifier buffs and things like really huge damage numbers, but when it comes down to it, when you're making a team, it's going to be hard for her to be fit on there, especially against harder bosses. They can't be one-shot because they have lots of mitigation. So, we'll see. I'll test her out for you guys. I'll test her out when I get her, because you know I'm going to go crazy on this banner. Even though I'm kind of speaking negatively about it, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. Even though this is my favorite game, I gotta be unbiased when I'm reviewing units. So the TMR, basically like Gravy's TMR, 70%, so it's not quite 80%, but it is decent. But this is a Summon Fest unit, so you should kind of expect that to be a little bit better. So the TMR is pretty bad. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, it's 70% attack, how can that be bad? But it doesn't really do anything else. Like, it doesn't give you double fill rate, it doesn't give you HP bonus or anything like that. Like, for a Summon Fest unit, I'm kind of expecting something a little better than this. So I don't know. The STMR is good. It's just like CG Lightning's STMR, but it's a dagger instead, basically. So it would be nice to help. He only has 100% TG or true dual wield, by the way. And I think 60 of it is from, or the 40 is from the clear reward. So actually, I think has 60% true dual wield, which is very awkward to build if you can't beat the boss. So the boss ability is nice. Gives him some modifiers. Now, this is one of the first times I'm adding up modifiers, because I don't usually do that. I just read off what other people say, but honestly, I don't feel like his modifiers are that high, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not adding the modifiers right, but once you add up all the modifiers for this ability, I'm pretty sure it's this one here is gonna be the highest one, or the other one. It doesn't get up to that high. Am I mistaken? It's only like 1,000 something modifier. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, because there's no way that's that low. That's like shadow levels of low. Shadow, like 5-star shadows level low. Speaking of shadow 5-star, he can chain with him pretty nicely. They both can win Stardust Ray chain, so it's nice. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong with the status or the modifiers, because I'm pretty bad at them. Honestly, I'm really bad at them, so I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna guess that he can have as high modifiers as Onion Knight, because it would make sense for him not to be able to reach that point. But he's just basically going to be a better Onion Knight with wind. Only with wind though. So he's locked to wind, unlike Onion Knight, who can do several elements but well. Zidane can do wind better because he gets 120% wind imperil right away, instead of having to wait a few turns like Onion Knight has to get that 120% burst potential. So you really want to try and use his limit burst on the first turn so you can unlock the stronger abilities right away and also get triple cast for 6 turns. And also then the next few turns after that, you really want to use the burst damage increase. I know it's only 3 hits, and I don't know if it's going to be delay or anything between the hits, but if it's a consistent 3 hits, it's pretty strong because it's a pretty high modifier attack plus ignore defense. So it's really good, plus you unlock the abilities as said here. You get triple cast, and also you get some nice attacking abilities. Plus he has a really good attack break. Only attack break, but it's for all allies, no. All enemies, so it's pretty nice. He obviously has a lot of backloaded attacks, but so is almost everything in the game at this point. A lot of things are backloaded, so it's not really that special. But they ignore 50% defense. I don't know if that actually... Does that like increase the modifiers? Like, maybe someone more knowledgeable about these things in particular can help me out with this. Because when it comes to modifiers and things, I really don't know. I don't know how to solve it. Like, I thought just using a calculator and adding up all the modifier buffs, but I don't think that's how it works. Maybe you have to like use multiplication instead of addition. Maybe I'm just looking like a complete fool in front of you guys, but I don't know. But there is a way to make him 100% dodge, I'm pretty sure. Pretty easily. He has 20% evasion in his kit already, so take that as you will. Pretty decent, but you're gonna sacrifice a lot of his attack. And another thing that I noticed, he has no innate status ailment resistances except for stop and charm. He has literally none. So they made him a little bit too lore based, because he has a lot of like his thief abilities and things that are just not going to be very useful for the actual game. And the cure all status ailments after battle is completely useless. Completely useless. On a meta character that's supposed to be a summon fetch unit, they should be a little bit better than this. A little bit better. So basically you really need Ursula's STMR, because you're going to be sacrificing a slot for full status immunity instead, which is going to lower his attack, make him a little bit less useful. But we'll see when I build him, see where we can get him to. Really need Ursula's STMR, which I didn't pull on that banner, so I just have to hope that I can get maybe 2 of them and I can use an STMR Moogle. Anyways, let's not talk about that too much. What do I think? If his modifiers are as high as Onion Knight's, then of course he's going to be really good. I just don't really understand the modifier thing, like I've said. He has, like, I really like the stop and charm thing. It'd be really interesting to make him, like, somehow be, like, auto-provocable, like, innate provoke and also 100% dodge. So he would have immunity, stop, and charm against like maybe like single target stop attacks that bosses may have. It's really interesting actually. He does not have any innate draw, so it'd be a little hard, but there is, if you guys didn't get it, there is a 50% draw accessory that wasn't put in the game recently in one of the trials. Like, not trials, like, not one of the permanent ones, like the weekly ones. It was like I don't even remember, I think it was like in the King Mug a while back. Like one of the accessories you can get, it was 50% draw plus 10% elemental resistances, so it's nice. It would be really helpful for him if he can do that. Oh yes, she has 40% evasion if she clear. Whoops. So he's really gimmicky. I don't know how well he's gonna work. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'm interested in seeing what you can do. I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested in seeing what you can do because a lot of you guys are Final Fantasy IX fans just like I am. So with that being said, guys, is he worth pulling for? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. His modifiers are probably really high. I'm just really stupid. He's just basically a better Onion Knight or a better Lastwell, Chair Lastwell, because he can unlock abilities to be stronger. But the problem is that he's locked to wind elements. So if the boss is immune to wind or absorbs wind or has a huge wind resistance, then you really can't bring Zidane with you. But if they are neutral to wind, then they're gonna be hurting. They're gonna be hurting quite a bit. Alright, guys. That's it for my review. I'm really excited. Subscribe if you want to see the full video. I'm going to be doing a full video for Final Fantasy IX, so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I've never said that before, but any of my subscribers who are watching, please hit that notification bell because I think it does help get some of my get some attention to my videos better. So please hit that, smash that notification bell, even smash it as hard as you can. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.